Okay, so the last task I used on Manus AI, I burned through quite a few credits on the free plan. I just got access. This is Manus AI, the autonomous agent, and I'm going to see if you can get it to stop after a certain number of credits. So, what I'm going to ask it to do is go and visit a particular company that I want to research, make me a document of their information and reviews. You need safeguards with an autonomous agent because you could probably burn through all of your credits and get yourself a large bill. So I've said in the prompt, stop working after using 100 credits. And I'm just going to add little quotation marks around the exact name just so that it's very clear what I want it to look up. So let's set this off and see what it does. There's also this box here which is have Manus confirm plans at task starts and key milestones. That's a good way to manage the actual tasks that you want it to do, because if it says one thing and you don't want it to do that, you could say no and change the plan. But what I want is to not touch it, and I just want it to use less than 100 credits. You know, on the API calls that you do with OpenAI, you can say max credits. Not just OpenAI, most of the other API calls you do for autonomous agents. Let's set this off and let's see what happens. I help you research tigers at Thiel Day Nursery and create a document with their information and reviews. I'll start by gathering information right away and keep you updated on my progress. So just before we started that, we were on 621 credits. So we should stop, if this works, at 521. Quick math. Manus is working. Create research. Okay, so I want to see computer because that's one of my favorite features here. So we got the task list. Visit the official website, tigersdaynursery.co.uk. Theo. Collect basic information. Gather information. Okay, Manus is working. Let's have a little check on the token usage. We're at 606, so we've used 15. Quick math. Okay, so we've got the right website. This is pretty good, because all I did was give it sort of a weird name, okay? Also remember, crawling websites is a grey area, depending on what you want to do with it. I'm obviously just doing this for research purposes. I'm not selling their information. Okay, let's check the credits. 596. So about 25% through the credits. What's it doing now? So it's gone to Ofsted. Great. Great. Let's check the credits. 586. So it may be that this task is too small and what it actually brings back would have been below 100 credits anyway. The last task that I used it to do, if you check the last video that I did on Manus AI, it ended up wanting to crawl about 7,000 nursery names before I went and did something else. Okay, daynurseries.co.uk. So that one blocks crawlers, which is a shame because it's the website, it's the directory with all of the good nursery information. That's fine. There's probably a way around that. But that's not for the purpose of this video. So as you can see, it's got this markdown file where it's saying yes to doing the tasks. Let's check the credits. 564. Okay, so we're coming up on this. 521 was what we actually wanted it to stop at, right? So we're still searching for reviews and ratings. Let's see if we can have a look at the document that it's making already. I don't really know the interface too well. Oops. Let's move me out of the way. Okay, what's this? VS Code. Ooh. Okay. So you can let it use VS Code. So can you imagine you wanted to make a directory website and you just gave it, you just said, make me a directory website for this. Okay, Chronicle. Oh, interesting. So it's actually found news articles, editing file, research to do, browsing, clicking element, browsing, credit usage, 558. We're getting close. Create a document structure, updating plan. How many credits are we on? 546. So we've got 25 credits left to go. Original. Modified. Diff. So it deletes everything and then redoes it. Interesting. Yeah. I've only got the free plan at the moment. Here we go. Basic information. Ooh, review document. Have we stopped? 534. 13 credits left. The reason you want to do this, you don't want to end up burning through all of your credits because you've written the task badly. Finalize document for delivery, updating plan, 522. Remember, we've got 1 credit left. If it goes below 522, then that as a safeguard doesn't work. Send document to user. Manus has completed the current task. What's our credits at? 516. So that's 5 credits more than we asked it to do in the original prompt. Please stop working after using 100 credits. So do not use that as a safeguard. I mean, it's a great document. You can really think about using this to go and do company research and build yourself some pretty good stuff. But if you're worried about token usage, just including stop working after using 100 credits, currently that doesn't have an effect.